Music's greatest songs. Greatest songs. Worth covering. Original classic hitmakers.
And so sliding into this song, it's a song that we all know. It's from 2013. So in terms of some songs that I do touch on, or some artists that I touch on, I'm not scared to go all the way back to the 40s. I think that's my earliest one. I should go 30s, shouldn't I? But 2013 is a nice place to start for a song by Drake. This was provoked by Hass yesterday, actually. And, I've touched on Drake. I've done Drake for the music greats. But in terms of this song, I went, and Hass was talking about how full the sound is on a Drake song often. It's a very rich, full, embodied song. The production values are high and it's a smooth ride. And this is one of those songs, absolutely, that sort of commands all those attributes. We're talking about Hold On, We're Going Home. What I didn't realise, that the records that it broke for Drake when this was released, just huge all over the world. It really clattered through all of his previous all the good things that he's done. This just cleared it all out, which is amazing. So it's by him. Featuring, though, Majid Jordan. And as Hass said yesterday, and I'm not going to touch on them much because Hass has already done it, he's talked through, but they call them an R&B duo, which is quite interesting. But of course they are a duo. One is Majid and one is Jordan. But the song was produced by Noah 40 Shabib. I think I pronounced that correctly. And of course, Majid Jordan. There's also 1985 in there. Such funny names. And when you have 1985, he's hip hop, so he knows what he's talking about. You have to rattle through names. I go, it's spelled like that. So 1985 is 19 written and then 85 stuck on the end. But it's the second single from the third album by Drake. The album Nothing Was the Same and was released for digital download 2013 in August. And it followed... following the release, later released to mainstream, right? So then they released it mainstream, and that was 2013 on August the 13th. So it was like 10 days later they released it on the radio. This is where it gets good. It peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, the UK singles chart. It sat at number 4 as well. It was number 5 on the chart in Canada and got amazing reviews from everyone. All music critics absolutely loved it, and it was named the best song of 2013 as well as 21 on the best tracks of the decade list. So he was just like clang, 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 crashing through. Drake did an interview about the song, and he did it on MTV News, and it was at the 4th annual OVO Festival. And this is what he said, about this song. Now, if you've seen the video, in fact, I'm going to do the video first. The video is a piece of beauty. It's virtually a short film. It takes place in Miami, and it's supposed to be 1985 in Miami. Drake is starring as this kind of big kingpin, like head of a gang. And the kingpin's wife, Ashley Moore, girlfriend, is suddenly kidnapped by a rival gang. And then throughout the video, it's Drake doing everything in his power to rescue her from the evil man that has her. It's a proper rescue the damsel in distress story. And then you've got cameo appearances in it. So Fredo Santana's in there, Stephen Bauer's in there, Johnny Simmons, Majid Jordan, obviously, and A$AP Rocky. They're all in there. So it's a who's who of everyone. Right. But it's a gangster story, by the way. And it's beautifully shot, but everyone's super cool, and we're gangs, and then we're going in, and then there's guns, and there's bulletproof jackets, and it's super cool. Now listen to what Drake said. Well, this song, this new me, it's me and 40. We're channeling our Quincy Jones and our Michael Jackson production. And then he's quite cute, he's quite humble, because he says, look, obviously no offense to the greats. I know we're not anywhere near that. It's just kind of us doing our thing, humbly attempting. And then he said, it's not a rap record, which of course it's not. It's not Versace, it's not started from bottom. In approaching this album, I was like, and this is the bit that's funny, I was like, it would be great if we had a record that was played at weddings in 10 years, or that people that are away from their families in the armed forces could listen to. Something that just has timeless writing, timeless melody. So I did it with the group that we signed, and that's where Majid Jordan comes in. Now that's a lovely intention, but then when you watch the video, it's about a girl getting kidnapped and everyone's kicking off and it's gangland. So I was thinking, well, those two things don't align. So I don't know, because he actually made those comments before the release of the song. And I wonder if they then sort of went, well, hang on, we're going to make the video a bit different. Let's have the damsel in distress kidnapped, and let's...
Well, I got to say something about that.
Tell me.
No, the thing is, with Drake, his middle name is a vibe. So you get a vibe. So it's not about like it's not like 1 + 1 = 2. It's not like, oh, the song should be about murderers, then the video should be about kidnapping or murders.
No, I know. It's depiction, isn't it? It's your take on...
It's the vibe, you know? A lot of people, for example, can take that, hold on, we're going home, like, I don't know where we're going, which home, I don't know.
Yeah.
So the video is a video. At the end of the day, it's more like an entertaining, but the master MP3 wave, whatever the tone is the one that will live. And that's the vibe that Drake creates, like with 40 when they created. They own Canada. They own the world musically. So he was able to give that sound, the sound that you hear right now, or people in the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, getting inspired from this sound that we hear is a big deal. Back in 2012, 2015. So he created that. It's not, with all due respect, it's the same thing as country music, for example. If there's someone who's talking about loss or a life loss, and then you do
shows
something,
a party.
Yeah, maybe that could be different. But with R&B and hip hop, is a totally different ballgame.
No, I don't think it is different. I think you're right, and I think everyone's interpretation.
It's a vibe.
No, it's everybody's different artistic interpretation. That's all you're talking about. Whether that's hip hop, R&B, country, whatever it is, you're talking about an artistic interpretation. It's just if that was the interpretation that they were talking about trying to give, I just thought.
But he's
that
right.
The video
a lot of people play this song in the weddings.
Yeah, you see, having seen the video, I wouldn't want it near me because once you've seen the video, I can't but that's why the visual cue is also very important, because it's so emotive. I mean, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's just that, if you want me to then play it with, hey baby, come on, we're going home, it's going to be all right. I'm going, no, hang on, I might get kidnapped to this tune. I don't want because I've seen.
That's funny.
Do you know what I mean? It's been introduced.
I hear you.
So that's the only thing.
It's a point of view.
It's a point of view, and it's into artistic interpretation. I'd like to see the video where he sells visually what he talked about in that statement, because I think that's a lovely thing. I do. Anyway, he's not about to make a new video. Let's talk about its commercial performance before we play the whole thing in its true colour. It debuted at 5 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs. This is important for me to list these because it's unbelievable. It making it Drake, so it was number 5 there, and it made Drake's 33rd top 10 hit. 33rd top 10 hit on the chart. That accomplishment broke the tie for the second most top 10 hits with R. Kelly. Unbelievable. Thank you for breaking that. But it trailed behind rapper Will Lane, who has 36. Sorry, Lil Wayne. Mixed up the letters there. The song also made the top 10 in Canada, peaking at number 5, making it his highest charted single in his home country. And then 5th week on the US Billboard Hot 100. 5 weeks, it became Drake's 13th top 10 hit, climbing at number 8, and that gave him the most top 10 hits of the year, with 4, including Problems and Started From the Bottom and Love Me. Those were all in there. The man he could do no wrong at the time. He literally was just crashing. Brilliant, in the best way. It was Drake's first song to reach the top 5 in the Hot 100 since Find Your Love. So for him, they just had the best time with this song, and it was everywhere. So let's listen to it in full now. You had Majid Jordan from Hass yesterday. You got Drake from Me today, and the song Enjoy.
If you liked this episode of Yalla Home, drop a like and subscribe.
95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.